ICE will no longer allow detainees to appear for court in person in Adams County or Denver. They now have to show up by video. It's a huge shift in policy that the ADCO sheriff says is bad for everybody, defendants, victims, and the judicial process as a whole. The sheriff spoke with our Angeline McCall.
It's a system that's been in place for years. When detainees at the ICE detention facility have court, they usually get transferred for in-person court hearings to the county trying them.
We then pick them up and bring them and produce them to the courts for a hearing or a court case, and then we return them on completion of that court case back to where we got them from.
The process is called a writ, and it's been the same until late last week when Sheriff Gene Claps of Adams County received a notice he never expected.
The explanation of the letter that they were no longer going to allow agencies or certain agencies to be able to do writs any longer with any ICE agency or ICE detention facility.
ICE says the Adams County Sheriff's Office released inmates that should have been returned to their custody. Clapp says he's aware of what cases they're referring to and asked ICE to provide him with those case numbers or names.
And like I explained to them, that they're putting a law enforcement, local law enforcement, into the middle of a huge conflict between the states and the federal government, where it's not us that's causing these issues.
ICE will allow detainees to appear virtually only, not in person, notifying not only Adams County, but also Denver County of the same policy.
What I see is this posing a huge problem to the judicial system and to victims and victims' rights of making sure that the suspect is actually there in front of them while the court proceeding is occurring.
Changes to policy, Clapp says, is bad for defendants and victims.
You have all the victims, witnesses, and the offenders that have their day due in court that this is going to affect.
In a statement, the ICE Denver Field Officer Director says the relationship must be reciprocal, and if he's not confident an inmate will be returned, then, quote, I cannot in good conscience release that individual. Again, Claps wants to know what cases they're referring to when they say that their office did not honor these writs. Kyle.
That's the thing that I don't get. Like, is this coming from a specific case? Like, are Denver and Adams County disappearing people so that ICE can't find them?
So Sheriff Claps has asked, they said that in a conversation, ICE told him that it was related to two cases. He asked what cases, what are the numbers, what are the names? They have not provided that to him yet. He's asked for follow-up even today, did not receive that notice. We asked the same question of Denver County. Did they not honor writs? ICE said that recently they have honored writs. So, that leads the question as to why are they included in this notice as well?
Well, ICE is picking fights with a lot of sheriffs for, well, I'm not going to say for publicity. It's getting publicity. Jeffco, ADCO, and now Denver. Something to watch. Angeline McCall, thank you.